forget that this president ran his entire political campaign on anti-Muslim rhetoric, on anti-Muslim sentiment, and I really don't think he's the right messenger for a message, to bring a message of peace and unity to the Middle East.
Alex Pappas, let me bring you into this conversation. What do you think of that?
Let's have some peace.
Is he the right person, or do the Saudis really care so much about what was said during a campaign? Can they write it off?
Okay, my point is, I want to bring this to a close. I was going to get into the rest of Sam's channeling, which was very interesting. It's a lot of symbology. We're going to use Merkabas. We're going to be in bilocation. And we're not going to stop going up. You go up as high as you want. The more you know, the more you share, the more you learn. That's what Source is. And we're finally breaking out. So, be real. Be true to yourself. Don't lie to anybody. And tell the truth. And call it out. And make somebody tell the truth. And waterboard them if they're enemies of the state and they want to kill us. You can't waterboard a robot. But you can waterboard Tulsi Gabbard and half of Congress and people that need it, like maybe Steve Bowen. Because he's taking you on a trip. And they don't have the right to do that to us when we're rising up. Yeshua is the Shemesh. So my final point is on another Sophia. I'm going to prove it to you. He's a man. That's fucking monosodium glue, KSM. No, he's not Khalid Sheikh Mohammed. He's Ben something. President to leaders of 50. Well, 50. What an interesting number. You know what Pershing did to 50 Muslims in the Philippines? One got let go. The other 49 got shot with blood-soaked guns, bullets. They had powerful rifles back then. And 49 of them got whacked. And then number 50 was told, get out, go tell everybody what you saw. But you know, that's one way to do it. He was Roman Catholic, by the way. And his people at West Point, his fellow cadets, nicknamed him Nigger. Stand by. So the last person I'm going to introduce you to, if you don't know her, is Kaia Ra. She's talking to Dana Patrick, who's a racer, indie level. And Kaia Ra had a very difficult young childhood into adolescence, and then began meditating and went to Mount Shasta and was given to coaches for my team anytime I need them. I went to Austin to her conference, and I didn't get to speak with her because she was very standoff in terms of what that was equal for everybody. She's with people and introduces them and doesn't remember their names, and she's an amazing lady. But after that conference, which there was telepathy that went on with our dismissal using tissue paper, in Sedona they had used sticks, the two assistants, to move the tissues into the fire, because each of us had to discern down to one word we were getting rid of. And they noticed on this case, because of the wind and the conditions, that the papers weren't going in the fire. So without talking to each other, they handed the sticks to the attendees of the conference, and then spoke about the fact that they didn't talk about it. It's a very sacred ritual, this dismissal of your problem. So it was paranormal. It was telepathy. An introduction of where we're going in Austin, Texas. It'll be known. Austin will be known. And Matthew McConaughey will never be governor there. And Abbott's a cripple. And Texas is a good state. Everybody's good. So Kaia Ra is Joan of Arc reincarnated. That's why she's been given the privilege of doing this. And Sophia is the name of our Creator in English, divine wisdom. It's your third eye. You are God. You got a driver in the middle. And Danica Patrick tries too.
welcome to the Pretty
She's a
Intense
babe, and
podcast.
she
On
can
the
drive
show
fast. She
is my
competes.
very good friend, Kaia.
This is a woman.
She is an international best-selling
I'll hold the door
author.
for
She
her.
wrote a book called The Sophia Code, which you're going to hear a ton about, and all of the ascended masters that she channeled for
Yeah.
this book. She is a divine feminine
Isis,
speaker of sovereignty.
Hathor,
She
Tara,
promotes sourcing
Blessed
your own
Mother,
power, having
Mary
your own
Magdalene
sovereignty
and her
in this
husband,
life,
Yeshua,
for your energy
Guan
and your
Yin,
power
and the great
of what you
white
can
buffalo
really
woman.
be. And so the episode just had a lot to do with what our real potential is as human beings and
Yeah,
the things that have kept that down. So we talk about dark energies, nefarious agendas,
She's
you know,
a
the way that
spiritual
that
lady,
manifests
this
in
lady,
this
and she
reality
drives
and the way that we experience that. So this is an insanely inspiring and empowering episode that should hopefully lead you to a place where you feel like you're capable of more than you've ever imagined. Anything you want, you can have. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you're inspired and empowered. Please hit the subscribe button. The bell is for notifications when the episode comes out. You know, let me know your thoughts. Have any of you read the Sophia Code? Have you had any miraculous things happen in your life? Have you grown and evolved in ways that you didn't see coming or that have been powerful? I'd love to know. So, enjoy the episode. We connected so deeply on Egypt, and I told you I was going to Egypt in February, and then you had said, "Oh my God, Egypt's been popping up for me so much lately," and you were dealing with this other scenario with Egypt, and then all of a sudden you were like telling a story about this, like going into the past with sort of someone that you were kind of working through some things with, that you had lived other lives with, and you were like, and then you were telling the story, and you go, and then you were there, and you were doing this, and I was like, wait a second.
The partner
what did you just say? So I don't know,
Lord
just
Emmanuel,
speak to sort of the connection that you felt,
the Red
and
Katrina,
that and ancient history, and
being swept,
and sort of maybe where we're at now
Yeshua's
in this
first daughter,
in the world,
Sarah,
and what's going on.
Katrina.
Like, but maybe I guess
listen
to
this beautiful
pare it
lady
down.
Speak. I know
Let's just
a
talk
lot.
about our connection and how we connected so deeply.
If you watch this whole video, share Sam's
yes,
channeling.
You know,
share information.
I do a lot of
share.
work,
Put it out.
Constant,
the more that know, the better.
One
We're
of
transceivers.
the deepest forms of
Don't be in
inner
the
work
receive mode.
that I've really tackled over the past few years is past life healing, which I also consider parallel life healing in quantum reality. And so it was just the week before meeting you that I had seen you for the first time. And in another lifetime where we had connected, and I wasn't gonna bring anything up about it. I felt pretty awkward about the whole thing because we were meeting for dinner for the first time, but
I didn't know
it actually kind of helped me relax in meeting you for the first time. I was.
Rituals
it just
is what
helped
she was
me
exposed to. This is April 20,
relax
2023.
into that this is a connection that, you know, in the divine feminine lineages that we have been, you know, connecting with each other's heart as soul family across time and space. And
they lifted for
in
the
that
election.
lifetime,
They lifted the ban
myself
on
and
travel.
many members on my team
her and the Blessed
were
Mother
we
negated
had
the
created
Treaty of Versailles.
a temple and a mystery school consecrated to Hathor teachings.
Treaties are bad. It triggered
we were
World War
making
I.
a significant
Treaties are bad
impact
thing.
on the culture
It's
at
all
the
very
time.
ironic. Because
We
you make rules
focused
about
primarily on
partnerships
women's
and then you got to
empowerment and the
abide by it
divine
if something
feminine.
happens.
And
And we got NATO and the
what was
U.S.
unique
and
about our mystery
Russia's
school
going,
is
come
we
on,
didn't
fuck.
really rely
Come on, man.
so much
You
on
went
the
to Bill Clinton in
patriarchy for our funding.
2008. Can we join? Nope.
We would
You
like
can't.
to think that
So that's
nobody
our,
would harm a young girl.
you look her up and know that it's all true. Okay? And, you know, it might sound crazy. It might sound hard to believe. But, you know, you should believe it. And we don't need to be screaming in silence. We don't need AI dictating us. Beware playing games. Detach from your phone. Talk to other people. Change it up. I know smartphones are important. We stare at them all day. Sore necks. But the trumpet concealed the madness. Michael Nostradamus drew the illustration of Jared Kushner on the middle podium, Donald Trump to your left looking at it, and the bush trees on the right. Michael Nostradamus. Talked to Dolores Cannon. She's from Andromeda. I'm from Arcturus like him. No, Michael Nostradamus, our lady. Peace. Billy the Kid, out!